Welcome back to Autolooks Online. This week we're looking at the 2011 Ford Edge, the brand new crossover from Ford. Well, almost brand new. Minor refreshes have come and gone in many different cars, but you know what? It seems that every 2 years, car companies are just finding a new way to sell you an old car. Yeah, I'm talking about the Ford Fusion. Minor refresh last year, but you know what? It's still the same thing. Now they're doing the Ford Edge. Minor refresh makes it look a lot better than the old one. But you know what? It's still a Ford Edge. Still has this 3-bar grille up front. But you know what? It looks a lot better than the old 3-bar grille. It doesn't stand out as much. Kind of blends in with the front. Share the fact that they didn't put a side to the grille. It kind of blends right into the front end there. Headlights, those are amazing. They curve everywhere it's supposed to. That's the way you're supposed to do headlights. Double-edged end. Now, looking at the big bag grille here, it's still a 3-bar, but you know what? It's done very well. Nice, smooth, easy lines. The poorest part of the front end of this thing, the side ducts where these fog lamps sit, not done very well. Why do I say that? Well, you can see the fact that there's a big white space right there. If they did it properly, there should be a black space. What they should have really done, made it a bigger porthole and have it stick out a little bit. I know they're like nice smooth curves in this thing, but you bring this thing out so it's more of like a box hanging out of it. Add more of an evil sport appeal to this thing. Make it look like it's just trying to grab the air as you're going fast. Because when it's just all curved, yeah, you can glide through the air fast. You know what? Grandma glides through the air fast too. I want something that grabs the air. Something that looks fast even when it's stopped. This thing just looks slick when it's stopped. One good feature with this, yeah, sure, they've done some big wheels again, like they did with the Ford Edge past. Nice big wheels for the Ford Edge Sport. But you know what? They're still kind of bland and boring, okay? I don't know if they're a piece of a transformer or something that came out of a toy box. But really, Ford, you got to do something a little bit more different with your wheels. Look at the Dodge Durango. Simple, powerful, but hey, it works. These things don't work. Looking at the back, makes it look like your tire tucks in. That ain't a good design feature. Why? Because it's going to make the vehicle look tippy. And when it looks tippy, it looks unsafe. Now, I can't really say much about the overall appeal of this thing. Why? Because the same overall appeal that the previous Ford Edge had. Brand new look, but you know what? There's still another vehicle in its class. Its counterpart, the Mazda CX-7. Moving on to the back end of this thing, not a lot of changes. We're looking at, well, a movement of the Ford symbol, decrease in size of the lights, and the rear spoilers hanging out a little bit more. So not a lot of major features, not a lot of major refresh. Biggest part has been up front. More chrome, grille attached to the front end, more evil looking headlights, bigger grille, and those weird looking air ducts. Out back, you're not seeing a lot of change. Maybe the fact that they've kind of integrated the exhaust into it. Of course, they had that with the old one. But now, looks more sporty. It's kind of there and it's kind of not there. It looks like it wants to be integrated in, but then it doesn't want to look like it. Doesn't want to integrate in. You know, sort of like Luke Skywalker is a stormtrooper. He looks like he's simulated, but he's not simulated. Overall, I'm giving this thing, it's just a refresh. You're getting a 6 out of 10. Why? You only did something up front. You didn't do something to the whole thing. Well, I'm not going to give you a good mark for that. You made it look better. If this is the way it came out when it originally came out a couple years ago, I'd give you an 8 out of 10 for the whole thing. Why? Because this back end's still kind of bland and boring, and still reminiscent of a Mazda CX-7, which is built off the same platform, and the fact that you got some pretty cheesy rims on that. Car companies have to realize that people want to buy rims that look like rims. They don't want to buy rims that look like hubcaps. Oh, I've seen hubcaps that look like that. Not rims. For sex appeal, Well, I'm going to give this thing a 7 out of 10. It still looks like that hot mom that lives next door. You know, you want to go have fun with her? She's always parked in the garage. Yeah. Fun, but not fun. Natural and mysterious? Heh. This thing ain't that mysterious anymore. Why? Because it's been out in the market for a little while. Its mystery is kind of dying. And the fact that crossovers are getting bigger and bigger every year doesn't do it justice anymore. Curvy edgy, this thing is, well, perfectly balanced. And it doesn't really have a lot of plastic. That's one good feature. It does have a lot of chrome. Not all over, just up front. Gotta spread it out, Ford. Seriously. Let me see here. What vehicles have spread out their chrome? New Dodge Durango spread out its chrome. Oh, Kia Sportage kind of spread out the chrome a bit too. Ford Edge, I don't know. Maybe if you did some chrome handles and maybe a chrome running board right there, might make it look a little bit better. Of course, if you want a sport appeal, you got to drop the chrome on the side. But door handles, maybe a mirror. For this week, this is every Euclid saying this 8 out of 10 or 6 out of 10 brand new Ford Edge ain't looking too good, but still looking pretty good. So every Euclid signing off from Auto Looks this week, saying see you later and keep bringing me some bad designs to talk about.